Don't fuck with cats.
Nobody can stop me.
Documentary film is almost as broad a category as experimental film. Some documentaries rely on interviews while others use footage of actual events. Some take a more abstract approach and others use narrative fiction techniques to recreate past events. Documentary is a work of non-fiction that aims to explore or document some aspect of reality as accurately as possible. The very first films ever made were documentaries, from Thomas Edison's vaudeville acts to the Lumiere brothers' slice-of-life shorts and actualités. And the first feature-length film known to incorporate documentary techniques is Robert Flaherty's 1922 film Nanook of the North. In fact, we didn't even have the word documentary until 1929, when Scottish filmmaker John Grierson coined it to describe a work of non-fiction filmmaking. In 1932, Grierson wrote an essay called First Principles of Documentary, which argued that the true power of cinema was in recording and presenting real life rather than creating fictional stories. And in the 1930s and 40s, documentary film became a major force in news and propaganda. One of the most famous examples is Leni Riefenstahl's 1935 film Triumph of the Will. Commissioned by Adolf Hitler, the film documented the Nazi Party Congress in Nuremberg, Germany in 1934, using actual footage, staged scenes, and stirring music to convey a sense of power and myth to the Third Reich. Documentaries have long borrowed fiction film techniques as well to recreate scenes and weave them in with interviews and strict documentary footage. Lake Mungo, a 2008 psychological thriller from Australia, uses documentary techniques like interviews to excavate the story of a family coming to terms with their daughter's drowning. Whether we see them on the big screen or a small one, even today's documentaries maintain the power to inform, entertain, and move us in profound ways.
Ang unang pagpapalabas ng pelikula ay nasa perya dahil wala pang tahanan ang pelikula nung una. Hindi ba nararapat ibalik yun? Ano ang kahalagahan ng pelikula para matugunan ang production of knowledge sa bansang ito? Huwag lamang natin isipin na pag nag-uusap tayo at sa usaping pampelikula ay produksyon lamang. It is a given that the first film front that is very well accepted and is very popular in this country is the entertainment front. Well, this is where you get all your escapist films, the so-called mainstream commercial films. The cinema must be able to serve other purposes, no? Let's say other than entertainment, other than amusement, other than, let's say, even just art. Mukhang may demand talaga for the second film front, which I would call the art front. And bakit kulang sa sining, sa relevance, kung ano man ang hinahanap natin doon, dito sa mga out-and-out commercial movies natin? Documentary is all about. You deal with reality primarily, no? Kung saan, pinagninilay-nilayan mo na ang nakaraan at paano ba magagamit ang nakaraan para dito ngayon sa ating kasalukuyan at para na rin sa ating hinaharap.